Morning, guys. It's Teresa gardening on the West Fork. What a glorious morning. And I'm going to be showing you what's new and what is blooming the best I've ever seen it. And I'm going to be, right now, look at this. The bee balm is spectacular. The fragrance is great. I love this shot here. The cosmos are unfreaking believable. And of course, you know, I've said the daylilies in the past have always been showstoppers. But let me show you the difference between the best thing about having daylilies, it forces you every day, it doesn't force me, I love it, to come out and deadhead them, because this is backdraft and you can see it looks a little sad, but all I have to do is start taking off the dead. And oh my, someone asked me, do I have a favorite? I have a favorite every day I go out here, but you know, like I said, you always want to get a daylily that has like as many buds as you can find them, because then you're going to get 14 days or more out of them. But look how much nicer backdraft looks with just that little bit of bloom, and then you can just, they can decompose right in your garden. And anyway, I won't worry about that. So this is Frond Hahn back here. Look at the beautiful shades of purple. Picks up on the cosmos. Will I do cosmos every year? Yes, I will. The zinnias have finally, from the border of the more dwarf zinnias, look at them. They are finally coming out of that stagnant time they had with all the rains and the temperatures in April, May, and the 1st of June. Back here are the echinaceas, and we'll see more of those. They will be absolutely awesome. And when you have your cosmos, the same time that you're out here deadheading your daylilies, when you see a spent bloom, because they're cut and come again, cut those off, leave them in your garden, they'll decompose. This is my white tall garden phlox, and probably next week it could be the star of the show. We'll just have to see how the weather goes. But when you're walking through, you can just go through rouge blush. I know part of the fun for me is trying to remember the names, and a part of the fun was finding ones with interesting names. But also I want to show you, I won't deadhead all of these and cut all these back, but this is giving me that airy look that I am loving so much. We came in and we cut back your catmint almost to the ground, and this is the reason. Look at this nice second flush of color. It makes me so very happy. The Lythrum back in this garden, the tall purple gorgeous blooms we're seeing are just now making a show, along with the crocosma, Lucifer crocosmia. This is spectacular for summer when it's hot, that hot color. I love that corner Reggie's showing you right now with the purple and the red. You know, you think of complementary colors in your garden. All colors are complementary in the summer. The heat, the volume they give you is absolutely fabulous. The hydrangea, yes, I am watering this every other day. Look at it. It's starting to turn this lovely white that I want because of the hydrangea in that corner. Change is good. We know that because when we changed this border last year, I'm loving it. I didn't realize how long larkspur blooms. This has been blooming since end of April. These keep coming up, and it just is something to remember. The other thing that I have found, the cats, I know I'm switching everywhere, but look at Midge. She's on some catnip, not nip, but catmint, and she is like all over it. It's not the catnip, but she loves that plant to where she's loved it to death. And even when
she's loved it to death.
To death, look at that.
It's dead.
I know, but you know, and the lamb's ear. You know, it's just gives you that color, drought tolerant, heat tolerant. When I cut back my little forget-me-nots, we're seeing blooms coming back, which I said could happen, and it is. Up in the water barrel garden, it's really full of, it gets a little more shade sometimes, but I love to see these blooms come back in the border, and plus the color of the leaves look spectacular. In fact, we could just take a second, Reg, and let's walk back here and show what a nice ground cover that the forget-me-nots When you cut them way back, they're all starting to rebloom. Look at how sweet they are. And give you that nice green carpet. And here it is, we're having again, less humid, but 90-degree days. An experiment I did in the shade garden, you probably saw this, but I haven't called it out, is put a daylily in shade. And this was one of my neighbors, I don't know what to call it, I just call it Mary's daylily. And even if I just get one or two blooms, it may look weird to some people, but I like that pop of orange coming out of an all chartreuse green, gray green background. Let's keep going, and then we will. I just wanted to show you everything's doing great. I haven't had to water yet. This pot, we've talked about that, surprisingly good. You can't walk through your garden if you have daylilies without taking the dead ones off. And every morning when I wake up, I can't wait to see them. The echinaceas, look at this corner. So vibrant, vibrant. Everything is so vibrant.
Really nice.
The trees doing gorgeous. I don't see any blooms on my loofah yet, but the leaves are gorgeous, and it's a nice climber, which is what I like. I like anything that climbs and softens the border. I do have some morning glories coming back here. We'll see those later. This is still July. And so maybe by August, we will see, just throw that in the compost. We will see some blooms on it.
This is looking really nice too.
I know. I planted this creeping thyme, and I started some woolly thyme over there. It just got started, but it hasn't died out. Some more creeping thyme on the other side, and I'm hoping this will take over and keep
it's like a carpet already.
Isn't it nice? It's those little subtle things. The other thing is rose campion. The more I cut this off, the more it keeps blooming. Not as thick as it did, but you still have a little hint of purple. And then the beans, I have a little veggie garden this year, and the Swiss chard has finally come a little bit, nothing like what we're used to. The beans haven't started blooming yet, but these Roby Rogers beans are delicious. Back in here, sunflowers. We'll see how they do. Their stalk looks good. Little quickfire hydrangea. I'm loving it. And I had to show you because it's so beautiful. And it's just, I'm excited. I'm loving every bit of it. Like seeing the change. So that is what the garden's looking like. I think the spectacular flowers right now have to be Lucifer crocosma, the daylily still, larkspur, Lythrum. The whole freaking garden is spectacular. So guys, get out in your gardens every morning. Early in the morning, you can hear the sounds of nature in your garden. You can see them. I'm thrilled. So thanks for watching Gardening on the West Fork. Tell me what's your best plant right now too. I'd like to hear about it. We'll see you the next time, guys. We're going to continue deadheading.